Hello and New Stamp News here. We have a few new designs on the Stampscapes website. Go enter in right here. You can go into stamps right here, or you can access the stamps menu right up here in the corner. Open this area. We'll click right on here with stamps, and I'll go on down here to the latest stamps. You can access them through whatever you want right over here by a code. If they're a code, it would be the last stamps in that section there. Title, you'd have to know them by name, size, category, etc. But we're in the new stamps area right here. We'll just scroll right down here. And we can see the Rocky Shores thumbnail, couple and dog, and the Nature Sheet 31. Let's click on this first one right here, the 484G Rocky Shore. And you can see this G size stamp right here. And it's kind of a shoreline, but that's if you put water in this section right in this area right here. You don't have to, but you could. And it could just be dirt, could be grass, could really be anything. But I've designed it where you can plant various types of foliage up here, or you can put a cabin or something like that. And I have a little description right down in here, but all kinds of different things can be done with this piece right here. I did a left side type of shore. It's a little bit more rugged. I've had different shores in the past, but you can really never have too many of those. Those are always really fun to utilize as a visual lead-in, but I wanted something a little bit more textural like this. It could be seen as something more rugged. You can use it in a ocean or lake type situation. And I would put that right around here. Then I would put other things back here in the distance, okay? Roughly 5 inches across by about 3 inches high. And you can also use just small portions of it if you want to. Okay, and we'll go back here and we'll take a look at the couple with dog. Now this one's a really small stamp, okay, so it's going to be a little bit hard to see. 0.7 by 0.7. It looks real kind of pixelated here, but it's a really smooth type of image. It's just been reduced so much, but just another one of those types of images that kind of sets the emotional tone for a scene. You can have this couple and this dog walking in any type of scenario that you want, but it tends to give kind of a little bit more of a relaxed type of emotional quality to a scene, or it enhances that type of feeling that you might already have in a piece. Okay, so let's take a look at the Nature Sheet number 31 here, okay? All right, so let's take a look at this. This is my first nature set as far as kind of a, desert-specific type of flora goes. I've been asked to do kind of more of a desert type of scenario for a very long time. So here you have it. The desert types of scenery and locations as far as camping, hiking, backpacking goes, those have always been kind of my favorite type of area to go in. No mosquitoes. And a lot of good weather in the Southern California high deserts. But starting off here, we have the organ pipe cactus, and this is a large version of it. It's a little bit more silhouette in nature. We have the organ pipe cactus medium right here, and then the small right here, okay? Now the ones that are a little bit more silhouette based, I really envision these really dramatic visual scenarios using these images, because you can utilize these more silhouette-based ones, these stronger types of solids. It has some detail in here as far as lighting goes on the whatever you call them, branches, segments, but you can use them in a sunrise, a backlit sunrise, sunset, twilight, nighttime type of scenario with a strong, I don't know, whatever, Milky Way sky, but you can still see these, elements against that type of background really easy. And I like the silhouette of these organ pipe cactuses right here. Okay, cacti. We have the Joshua trees. We have the large, medium right here, and the small right in here. And same type of thing. I used to go hiking and scrambling in Joshua Tree all the time. And I see these types of trees, all over the Southwest. They were typically up at, I always saw them up at 4,000 feet. Every time I'd be driving somewhere and they'd be along the side of the road, I'd look for a elevation marker. Inevitably, it was always at 4,000 feet until I saw these different types of versions of them at a different elevation out in the Big Bear, Southern California mountain areas. And it's like, oh my gosh, there's the Joshua trees. But anyways, I always loved the shape and silhouette of these. I think they could make for some really great dramatic desert scenarios. But even if you're, just stamping something and you just want something, really dramatic against that, they make for a really great form and silhouette. And it was really important for me to get these ones right and how they transition into this lower section down here. But I'm going to have to talk with art foamies sometimes. I think I'd like to see one of these really large to create, an even greater sense of perspective and drama with these pieces. Okay, so these rock clusters right here, there's two different ones, rock cluster large and small, same image, but done in different sizes like this to, I don't know, kind of create a nice rugged flooring for it. They're not specific to the desert, but I thought it would make for a good addition to the set right here. These sets, these designs are only going to be sold in this set right here, and I felt that I've really filled up this set right here with 12 images, and to really get people, give people a lot for their money. But these rocks here, rocks can really be used. They're not specific to in a given scenario. They could be used tropical, pine forest, in a whatever evergreen type of forest. Doesn't have to be used with any type of trees. It could just be a rocky kind of scenario or something like that. They can be used in foregrounds, used in backgrounds. If you put something really, a little person standing next to it, then it makes these rocks look like they're, I don't know, whatever, 12 foot high or something like that. Or if you put this little scorpion or horned-toed lizard right next to it, then maybe it's 12 inches high. So rocks are really universal that way. But I really like these two clusters and can't wait to use them. Cactus wren right here. They can be put on top of any of these high points on the different cacti. We have this little scorpion right here. You can kind of hide it amongst the rocks or something like that. Little horned lizard. That one's not going to have very much detail because I wanted it really small. And of course we have this road runner right here. So fun stuff, and I can't wait to use these. We'll see how this set goes. And I do have this special pre-order pricing, okay? They're due out latter part of this month. I'm hoping to get the sets in as early as next week. Today, when I'm filming this video, is the 19th. I'm hoping that they got sent out from my engraver to my rubber guy today. But I didn't receive a notice of shipment with my tracking numbers, so I don't know. They're usually pretty good about that. So I'm hoping he gets it by the end of the week and starts making the rubber. He's anticipating it, but at 20% off in either the unmounted sheet form or the cling foam set right here. So you can, if you want to jump on that, you can have a nice little maybe post-Christmas present for yourself. Maybe it's a New Year's present for yourself. But those should be in before too long. And like I said, I can't wait to use them. Okay, so let's see. Right here. Let me switch off my browser right here to... Okay, so here we go right here without the off screen. Now this is just a bad kind of printout right here. It's really light in value, but you can get a kind of a good idea of the scale of these right here. Here's my little pen right here. And, any type of thing. You don't have to use the entire stamp in your different scenario. But they're, most of these stamps are, are geared or configured for your typical quarter page card, but with all Stampscape stamps, any large, type of image can be used for a very small type of thing. You don't have to use the entire stamp in your scenario. Things can be overlapped. You often merge or blend your different types of flora in with one another. It's not just a kind of a monoculture of one type of cacti in this situation here, but you can really push depth and perspective with the use of different sizes. You have a larger one in the foreground, a smaller one in the midground, really small one in the background type of thing, to really layer your pieces. You can do things in repetition. You can have this in your different scenario, or you can just stamp out a partial bit of it coming in, maybe lower and from the right side of a scene. But anyways, I'm really looking forward to these pieces. Hope you like them. And if you're out in those desert areas and that's what you've been looking for a while, hope I've done the imagery justice in kind of capturing the grace of the forms and the gesture of them especially. I don't like drawing coming out with really stiff types of things, because even though these are plants and they're still kind of growing and should show the grace of kind of the different scenarios and weather that they're growing in, craggy or something like that. And, in some situations, they should, all plant life should reflect different things like the weather and wind and what influence they've had on them. And when you're rendering them, hopefully I have enough experience where, I can visualize how they can be used and the different types of surfaces and media there to be used, and for, to capture, enough of the drama and grace in those different types of lighting situations. So can't wait to use them in things like, I don't know, just regular cardstock and coloring them in with your colored pencils or something like that, but also using them with things like holographic foils, for really dramatic skies and backgrounds. Anyways, can't wait to get them in. And again, hope you like them. And thanks very much for watching this preview video of some Stampscapes new late 2020, 2023 image release.